All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I have taken in as much feedback to be able to collate the general consensus of the division and its state right now from the community. Now, I have to say, and I have to report to you that the results are quite sad. It's actually a worse situation than you may imagine, depending on where you're looking from. If you're looking from outside, maybe you might be thinking this is the regular drama that's going on. But in reality, I think they may have, in a sense, misjudged their current player base and their current player base's sentiments and behaviors. And I'll explain why in this video. So right now, year 6, Tom Clancy's The Division 2, what you have is a player base that is the more dedicated in terms of people who are playing the game. I mean, think about it. The Division Part 1 was done by like 2017, 2018. I mean, well, mid 2017 possibly. They had announced, oh, we're working on a division game and blah blah blah. I think that was like maybe in 2018 that they said they were working on that they were going to be releasing it or whatever. I can't remember exactly the dates. I have my dates all hazy, but at this point they had basically finished with the game in like a 1-2 year cycle. The Division 2, on the other hand, has had a much longer run than the Division 1. But in this long run, what's happened is a lot of folk have basically been filtered out. So many people who had basically maybe achieved what they wanted to achieve, or maybe gotten frustrated with the game and decided to maybe move to other games like Destiny or whatever, they're out. They're gone. They're no longer going to invest in the game. So what you had left before this Season 6 announcement was a much more dedicated community, a core community that I think for the most part had rolled with all the punches as time went on. However, it seems like this particular new announcement is going to take a very unexpected turn that we've not seen in the Division community probably in a very long time. And even though you're looking at these comments, it's quite clear and it's quite obvious that a lot of folk are going to drop the game. They're not going to come back and bother with it. Some of them have said, we're going to try the season content, but a good number of people are going to drop the game. Now, am I saying that the game is going to die? Oh, please, no. This is the Division, for crying out loud. Everybody are going to play the game, right? However, I think those numbers are going to see a significant dip simply because, like I said, after year 6, the community is now made up of a very core part of the community. And so right now, what it is that I'm seeing when I look at my comment section, again, a lot of my videos, they are pretty much experimental in terms of being able to gather feedback. I really want to know what's going on. I encourage people to talk in the comment section, and I do go and I read the comment section. A lot of people are just basically pouring out their minds and saying, this is not a good idea, it's a terrible idea. In fact, one of the comments that actually did stick out to me was somebody who said they play No Man's Sky. Apparently, they do this in No Man's Sky as well. I was shocked. I did not know that No Man's Sky actually took this seasonal route. And they said something along the lines of, I play No Man's Sky and I do play the seasonal content. And all I do is I log in, I play the seasonal content with a seasonal character, and I log out, I delete the game till the next season because I barely ever use my main character. So there is that particular aspect of this particular game where the main character could be rendered slightly obsolete. Now, the developers have carefully maintained that you will still have aspects of the game that you can engage with your main character. And I think it also comes to the part and boils down to the part that, the game has a lot of options for a lot of people. However, there are also people that are specifically dialed into playing the season. I'm not really big on chasing down the season rewards or the manhunts or whatever. So this is why for me it's like, I want to see what it looks like. But at the end of the day, I mainly maintain a neutral position. But there are a lot of people who, for the last few years, it's been these seasons that they have mainly played. So how that's going down with those kind of folk right now, or people who enjoy that part of the game and enjoy using their main character, is the reality is actually going poorly in terms of their response. And so, again, I think the developers, taking into account this particular, aspect of things, I don't know how they're going to respond to it. But it's the ball's in their court. I guess we could just name this video, "The Ball is in the Developer's Court," as to how they want to go ahead and approach this, because I think there is a middle ground to be able to enable those who want to basically use their character to go ahead and use it. However, if there's no middle ground and the developers are, they've basically resolved that this is how they're going to go, then I think they can expect to have a very interesting response in terms of player turnout when the season start, because that is also a part of the game that has basically stuck with, majority of the player base that you find today still playing the game. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching the video. I appreciate you guys' time and audience, and hopefully we'll talk pretty soon in another one. Peace out.